Hello, my Cancerians. Welcome to Tarot Talks. First of all, wish you a very happy birthday. It's a Cancer season. I hope you have a very healthy and prosperous year ahead. Also, I hope you guys are doing good and returning back to your normal lives now that the lockdown is easing up. Of course, abiding by all the necessary rules. So Cancerians, like always, we are going to do the reading for the month of July for the collective. Since it's a Cancer season, you are the first sign that I have picked up for the readings for the month of July. Also, please note, as always, that since it's a collective reading, it might not resonate with everyone. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, guys. Cancerians, when I was meditating and shuffling your cards, I was feeling this like lot of emotional energy, like there was like a wave of emotions that I was feeling, but at the same time I was experiencing that okay, I'm I'm doing everything to calm it down. Like I was kind of rationalizing things, saying to myself that okay, this must be for my highest good, or whatever is happening is for my highest good. So that kind of reasoning and that kind of positive affirmations I was making to myself. So overall I feel it's a very emotional period, or a surge of emotions that you guys are going through. Whoever is it's applicable to, it's kind of an intense energy, but you guys are I feel you guys are hanging in there, trying to make the best out of the situation. And guys, no wonder when I pull the cards for you guys, it's just resonating with that energy. And let me tell you guys, this time it looks very specific reading for me. It is a personal reading and will be applicable only to a few of you. It's not applicable for like a wider audience. The reading looks very specific to me, and it's more related to someone's personal life than profession. Okay, so let's get quickly started. For the past position, I got three of swords, guys, followed by Hierophant. So I am just not surprised I got this card. Like I said, it looks like you guys are going through a lot of emotional trauma, or a kind of heartbreak, or a little rough period of your life. And for me it looks like it's something related to your marriage. Okay, something is not going good in your marriage, and for some of you there might be kids involved also, which is making it more difficult. Yeah, the conflicts in this wedding, in this marriage, in this relationship is causing you a lot of heartbreak. It's causing you a lot of stress. This wave of emotions that I was experiencing for sure is coming from a relationship, and most probably from someone's marriage. Okay, in your present energy, guys, I got 7 of Wands in reverse. This again is interesting, and it was clarified by Hanged Man. A very interesting combination, guys. Like I said, while meditating, I was also experiencing that you guys are trying to rationalize things. You guys are trying to come to terms with the situation, and you are trying to figure out like what is it that this current situation trying to tell me. You're trying to learn your lessons. You're trying to accept the situation, and this is what I feel this energy is. Whatever conflicts that were going on in your mind due to the current situation, or due to the current whatever event that is happening in your life, you are trying to ease it down. You're trying to curb your egos. You're trying to make peace with it. This upright shows lot of conflict, being a little egoistic, being stubborn, being someone who is sticking to their point. But with this in reverse, and with kids involved in this energy for some of you guys, I strongly feel that you're trying to make peace rather than increasing or fueling the conflicts. You're curbing your egos, you're seeing the situation from you're seeing the current situation from a different perspective. You are thinking of, oh, what is it that I can do to make the situation better? Is there any way that I can resolve this situation? Is there any way I can avoid the conflicts? Is there any way, or you're trying to introspect if I am doing anything wrong, if is there anything I should do to correct and bring peace to the situation? That is the kind of current energy I feel you are into. Okay. And in your future energy, guys, this is 10 of Swords. I really loved that 10 of Swords came in the future energy. It was clarified by King of Wands, a Moon card, Judgment card, and Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, this is and Wheel of Fortune. So for sure, guys, whatever it is right now, you're going to come to an end or closure of this bad phase for sure. The wheel is going to rotate and take you to the next phase of your life. This incident, whatever is happening right now, is a kind of it has happened in your life for a reason. You are going to learn a lesson of your life from this, whatever current situation is. Whatever is happening is for the betterment of your own growth, your own ascension as a soul, your relationship, everything. Like it is no matter how painful the event is right now, but for sure there are lessons there. Pay attention. There are lessons that the universe is trying to tell you. Just observe the situation, see what you can learn from this situation. And because there's this moon of there's this card, there's this moon energy also, which again calls you to do a little introspection, just look within. It's a beautiful card, guys. I just love the energy of moon. It's a little darker, it is a little shadowy, but then it also asks us to tap within, to peek within, see what you can learn from this situation, introspect, spend some time with yourself. The Judgment card says that you are going to give a second chance to this relationship. Okay, whatever it is, you're not ending the relationship, but you're giving a second chance to this relationship. Okay, you're going to learn your lessons and you're going to move ahead. You're going to keep the wheel moving ahead into the next phase or next chapter of your life. You're going to take the lessons and move ahead, but you're not going to end the relationship for sure. You'll try to bring this passion back in your relationship. You'll be in your fiery self. You'll do whatever it takes to revive this relationship. You're going to learn your lessons and just get back in action, and you're going to start it afresh. Like I said, I strongly feel that there are kids involved in this relationship, in this marriage. Okay, and that's why it wants you to give it another chance. The universe wants you, or probably you will give another chance to this relationship rather than just cutting the ties. But of course there are many lessons learned in this entire process. So your overall energy, guys, is also very interesting. Hierophant card, like this card came again with the clarifier card, which was here in your past energy. It has come up again in your overall energy, and for sure I feel this conflict is related to someone's marriage, someone's married life or someone's relationship. So the call for you guys is for balancing, or this is you who is trying to balance things out, who is trying to rationalize, as I said, who is trying to regain the composure, who is trying to calm themselves down, you're for sure going to heal. You know, you're in this, you're going to be in this healing phase. You're going to do away with this toxicity. You're going to do whatever it takes to do away with this toxicity. So probably some of you guys might be indulging in some sort of meditations, or some healing activities, you know, to restore your energies, and that's a very good sign, guys. It is going to help you heal soon. It is going to remove this toxicity from your relationship, you know, so that you have a good and beautiful second chance. You're going to offer this cup, you're going to bring this love into the situation and be victorious. Yeah, it is going to be, the second chance is going to be victorious for sure. In this process you are feeling a little confused. You are in, you're sitting in this blindfolded state. That there will be lot of, like I said, there will be a wave of emotions, there will be confusions, there will be indecisiveness, but everything is going to work in your end, guys. For sure you're feeling, you're experiencing this restlessness, this sleeplessness, this, you're going through the sleepless nights also. You know, something is bothering you. But guys, like I said, the 9 is followed by 10 of swords, so you are going to come to a closure of this. You know, you're going to end this toxicity, you're going to move ahead, you're going to learn your lessons. Like this reading cannot get in more sync. Like everything is making sense. This tower, like I said, something has come crashing down. It has made you see things differently. You know, it is going to change your perspective towards things. You know, you are going to value things, you're going to learn your lessons. If you are not doing that now, then start doing it. You know, learn the lessons from this event. The situation has occurred to teach you something. You know, just learn your lessons and then take the necessary actions. Overall it's going to be a positive thing. Whatever you're going through right now is going to be a very life changing event for you guys. For some of you there might be some unexpected communication coming through, or you might travel to see someone, or someone might travel to see you. You know, you will get that unexpected mail or message, or you know, someone will pay a visit to you, or you might go and pay visit to someone in the near future. So overall guys, it's a very nice this thing. Though the yeah, I was just seeing right now, see, there's so much sequence in this reading, like 6 of wands, then 7 of wands and 8 of wands. So you guys are definitely progressing in your life. The wheel for sure is moving ahead in your life. You know, so just bring in lot of love, do whatever it takes. I feel that you're dealing with fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an earth sign, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo. Sorry, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Cancer is your sign, but it can be anything. The energies can be anything, but fire and earth is what I strongly get in your charts. Let's quickly see what message we have for you guys from this beautiful deck. Like I always say, I love this deck. So let's see what guidance this deck has to give you. Just spirit guides, guardian angels, what message? Let me shuffle, because those are, by the way guys, when I was shuffling, the card that flipped out was emotions are running high. While meditating, when I was shuffling this deck, the card that had come out was emotions are running high, and that's precisely what I felt throughout the meditation of your energy. Let's quickly see what more we have got for you here. The spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, please give me one message for my lovely Cancerians. One message, one guiding message for my lovely Cancerians. One message for my lovely Cancerians. The spirit guides. Sorry guys, I had paused to avoid the shuffle time. So the card that just flipped, turned around, was work through your fears. Yeah. Like I said, there is a surge of emotions or a wave of emotions you're going through, and out of that, the fear for sure must be a part of it, because it's a tough time for you guys. So let's quickly see what it has to say. New moon in Scorpio. I already know what it says, but I wanted to read thoroughly for you. So the card says, this card suggests a rebirth. See, the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune indicated that only. So think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you have been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark, it almost certainly won't be a rainbow and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time if you have been experiencing something of a drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Attune to the moon, have some sexy time. Additional meanings for this card are time to let go of a grudge you are holding, move on from jealousy, stop being obsessive. Yeah, see, there was this devil card, which if anything, that is, if you're being obsessive, or if anyone is being obsessive towards you, if there's any toxicity in the relationship, just let go of that. Okay, could it be you're being paranoid? Make an investment. Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy is a little bit dark, occult, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light, and the new moon in Scorpio and the appearance of this card at any other time suggests you need to do that now. Yeah. So yeah, even the period is a little darker, guys. Just see what it has to teach you, and face it, like face it head on, learn your lessons, and just keep on moving. I'm sure you're going to emerge on the brighter side of the situation or the tunnel. Let's quickly see what message we have for you from this beautiful deck. It's another very cute deck. The Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, give me one message for my Cancerians. One message for my Cancerians, please. One message, one guiding message for my Cancerians. Dear Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, one message for my Cancerians, please. One message for my Cancerians, please. So guys, when I was shuffling right now, this card this card came twice. Actually, first time I kept it back in the deck, but again this is the same card flipped again. So it says friendship. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. It's a nice, beautiful, light suggestion. I always love it when this card comes. It tells us to take things easy. Not to be serious about everything in life, and just have some playtime, have some playful energy, be joyful. So let's quickly see what it has to say. Yeah. Although you are busy with responsibilities, it's important to take time out to play with one or more friends. By drawing this card, you are urged to make a date to go have fun with a companion. Whether a new acquaintance or a beloved old friend, it's important for you to balance your schedule with some good old-fashioned companionship and frivolity. When you play and laugh, you open up yourself to infusions of healing love. Friends help you remember how lovable you are. They also give you support without wanting anything in return. Play stimulates creativity, which helps you return to your responsibilities with a renewed outlook and increased energy. Affirm, I now have wonderful friends and free time to spend engaging in playful activities with my loving companions. It's such a beautiful message. Try to indulge into some playful time, guys. When you shift your focus, it also shifts the vibrations. You get the vibrational shift, and you start attracting more positive results. So even if the times are tough, try to be playful, so that it will help you restore your energies again. So, Cancerians, I would like to leave it at that. I really liked your reading. I know it's a hard time right now, but be assured, like the overall energy of this reading was headed towards some positive results or positive outcomes. So guys, like I said, I have liked the reading. I hoped you liked it too. Please feel free to hit the like button, post your comments in the comment box. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you are informed about my next upload. Okay guys, so I wish you good luck. Stay safe. Bye. Take care.